Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to talk a little bit about just the feeling that you get when you witness other people on the spiritual path and you see the things that they're going through and that they're experiencing, and you remember that you experienced that too, and you're trying to reach your hand out with the wisdom that you have received in going through those experiences and make it easier for them. Yet so many people demand and command that they experience it themselves, and that's okay, because I think that I was that kind of person too. For example, when it comes to astrology, so many people are so adamant about subscribing only to the notion that constellational astrology is the true astrology, going so far as to call it true sidereal astrology, which is okay. Yet we have to realize that when we call it true sidereal astrology, we are basically claiming that sidereal astrology, as we know it, is in some way false, which it's not. So in a way, by calling it true sidereal astrology, one is saying essentially that thousands of years of tradition when it comes to sidereal astrology, which is already true, is worth nothing. You know what I mean? Because from what I've learned on my path, tropical astrology, sidereal astrology, both of these are frameworks that you can work with. And I get it, y'all. I get it. I've been there too. I remember when I discovered that the constellations didn't align with the zodiac signs perfectly. I was there too. However, if you want to expedite your learning process, then I suggest going to research the origins of these systems themselves and what they're actually based on, okay? Because they were never meant to be sign for sign, sign for constellation. They weren't. It's a form of divination, and I get it. I understand your anger. I understand you're they've been lying to us. I understand all of that. I was there a year ago. I'm not there anymore though. That's the thing. I have grown past it. You have to start to see the commonalities between these systems, between these frameworks. And in doing so, that is where you find the common denominator. And that is where you actually see, okay, this is what my charts have in common. This is what stays the same. And for me, when I was learning about all of this, that was what I did, right? When I was learning about this, when I discovered that the signs and the constellations don't match. So what I learned was that no matter what system you use, the aspects stay the same in those systems. So I got into focusing on harmonics. Mercy, come on. I got into focusing on harmonics because the aspects are harmonics and the aspects stay the same. And that led me eventually to get deeper into Vedic astrology, as well as to pay attention still to constellational astrology as well, using the app Stellarium, using different sky apps and stuff like that, because it's important, don't get me wrong. And in addition to that, the heliocentric chart as well. That matters. That matters. It's I get the argument that we're born on Earth, therefore the way we see the heavens is how we're meant to see them. However, if you want to evolve and become a solar consciousness, then look at your heliocentric chart, because that looks at the planets from the point of view of the sun. And it also puts Earth in the heavens and stops the separation anxiety that we as collective humans on Earth seem to have about being seemingly locked out of heaven, being seemingly like away from the divine, or like, you know, separated from the divine, thinking that we have to find it outside of ourselves, when really the heliocentric chart will show us that we on Earth are actually part and parcel of the divine, and not only part of it, but the source of it. So, I mean, that's just something to think about. There are many different systems that you can get into. Heliocentric chart, the D9 chart is another great one. And looking at all of these different charts, that's when you realize, and the D9, for anybody who doesn't know, is a divisional chart, also known as a Varga chart in Vedic astrology, which essentially cuts the signs themselves into different pieces based on what number Varga chart it is. Also, in Western astrology, this is known as the harmonics chart, I think. Yeah. So the D9 is also known as the ninth harmonic chart. I'm not sure if they actually have a difference, because I haven't done the research, so I can't say that. You know what I mean? I haven't done the research, so I can't say that. And that's where we have to get more into like an empirical mindset when it comes to this, because if you have not done the research, then why are you talking like, it's just such a, I get it. I get it. Because it's such a impassioned thing that so many people speak on, and I get it, y'all. Like, I get that sidereal aligns better with the constellations than tropical does. Why is that? Right? Just why is that? Instead of like getting mad at it and being like, they lied to us, this is part of the conspiracy. Like, this is why tropical is so popular. This is why it's because they wanted us to use the wrong system. My friends, like, get to know the facts that you are the source of your reality. There is no they. There is no they. Like, know that, please. Because if you don't know that, then you're just going to be in the same cycle of dependency on the system, on the government, on whatever that is to you. And you're never going to get out of it. Please, like, focus on the facts, focus on the foundation, do the research, and you will get somewhere with it. I'm going to go on another walk, actually, because this is a great conversation. Come on, Mercy. Come on. Come here. In your bed now. Thank you. But yeah, if you focus on the research, the actual research, make some tea actually first. The actual research, because people in the past have set us up with a beautiful tradition. Egyptian astrologers, Sumerian astrologers, Greek astrologers with a beautiful tradition of astrology, right? So if you learn from all of those systems of astrology and take them all into account and learn their foundational bases,